Hello, Mr. Ifti. How are you?
Yeah, thanks. My camera's working. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, hello. Good morning. Oh, good evening. You're in UK.
Good afternoon. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock here, or 2:57.
Yes, yes. We'll be starting in the next 3 minutes. We'll allow the audience to come in, and then we will.
How's my colleague?
Mr. Ravi, we are proceeding further. Thank you.
Guests are already knocking me, so I think you can allow the guests to join in next 1-2 minutes or right now. It's okay.
Good morning, Mr. Inam. Good morning to you.
Hi. Good morning, Abhishek. How are you?
All good, thank you. All good, thank you. I
Good,
can see a lot of smiles
nice to
today,
see
this
you
morning.
again. Yeah.
Yes, same. Nice to see you. It is always a pleasure.
That's right. Same. Likewise.
So good morning again, everyone. Welcome. Warm greetings from the team. We will be starting very shortly in the next 2 minutes while we allow all our participants to come in. We currently have 42 participants, so welcome to everyone. I just saw Mr. Bashir somewhere. I saw his smile and then he disappeared. And, oh, yes, I can see. Mr. Bashir, good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. You're muted, sir.
A warm greeting from London to everyone. Good friend Dadu Subramaniam is here as well. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. Good night. Good night.
Zara is also here. Ms. Zara, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Abhishek? I'm really interested. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me there.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Today is all about connecting business people, about connecting you to the whole world. So love to, and today we'll have a great time together. So without any further, welcome everyone, and again, very who wants to do great things and who wants to achieve greater business. I will start with those words. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And if you're here today, it's because I know for sure you believe in your dreams. So we will start now, and I will officially invite Dr. Haider to welcome us. Dr. Haider, good morning to you. Dr. Haider, are you here?
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I'm here. I'd like to welcome everyone all around the world. I'm very glad to see friends are joining right from Australia, Pacific, Southeast Asia, South Asia, Middle East, Africa, Europe, North America and Southern America. Everyone, welcome to this room. As usual, we will be starting shortly. We have today a couple of international standard international level of panel speakers, including Mr. Bashir, the president of British Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce, and Mr. Raimundas from Germany. He's an investment specialist based in Germany and Luxembourg. Very well known investor. He's an investor himself, and also he is an investment advisor. We have an investment banker from Canada, Mr. Chito Filame. He's right now based in Asia, but he's normally in Canada. He was a very senior official in Standard Chartered Bank and other banks. And right now he's advising on investments and with his wealth of experience. I welcome Mr. Chito. We have Mr. Sunil Tulsiani today, a very special guest that is known to be very, very well in Canada. He was a policeman, and then he decided to leave the job and start his career as a real estate businessman, real estate investor. And he turned his business to be multi-million dollars business in real estate business, real estate development. So he's very well known in the whole North America, and he has got tons of followers and mentees all around North America, Europe, and other areas, and even South America. I have no idea whether he has too many people in Asia as his followers and mentees, but I see here one of the program I joined. He was hosting a webinar, and I saw 6,000 people joined in that webinar, and that was something extraordinary. And he's very close to he's one of the best-selling author. And he's also very well connected with Robert Kiyosaki and all these big guys. He will be joining us for a few minutes. I requested him to join, and he will be giving a very important message in terms of real estate market and in terms of real estate investment and so on. Then we have who else we have? So these are four of the specialists that we have today in the panel. And there are other friends who are investors who are, I can see a lot of investors here in a small scale, mid scale, big scale, and also project owners, those who are presenting their project today. So that's our, that will be the attraction today. There will be extraordinary projects that are ready to finance as well. And as usual, we can see many of our good friends joining from all around the world. We welcome everyone once again to this forum. And thank you very much for your support. Well, with this, I'd like to let Mr. Abhishek go for the next proceeding. Well, I would like to add something very interesting this time, because during the last 20 months, since January 2020, I never traveled anywhere except out of Canada, because I got stuck here and then I could not travel anywhere due to COVID. And after I have taken both the doses, and after the COVID has gone little down, I made it a tour to the Southern American area in Caribbean, in Trinidad, Tobago, and Guyana. It's something interesting. The travel experience that I had, and the people I met and the business opportunities that are evolving. I think due to the corona, due to COVID, businesses in one side went down, but the other side, there are a lot of opportunities that has piled up that we need to hit. It's like, if you don't drink water, but there is water on a daily basis coming and waiting for you, so it becomes a kind of a hell of a lot of water that you need to really utilize those as a resources. So this is the situation. The opportunities were, coming or were piling up, but as we could not move in, we could not do lot. That's why the opportunities are really piled up. Now it's the time for the business owners, those who are here, the entrepreneurs. That's something, some important information that you need to know, that and you need to wake up in a big time and start your business right away. This is what I would say. I will share my experience of this tour later on. It's a bit fun that how the travel has taken place. Right now your passport is not important. Right now your vaccination is important. They didn't ask me for my passport at the airport. They asked me, can I see your PCR test report, number one? Can I see your vaccination card or vaccination confirmation, number two? Then they said, can I see your passport? So you see, the priorities changed. Then, things are different. And these three documents, everywhere you go, these three documents are very important in all these stages. Even entering into the airport, some of the airports, they need to see this. And whenever I was in meeting any offices in Guyana, I had to show the vaccination card all the time, vaccination confirmation. Without vaccination confirmation, they were not allowing any office from this. It's a standard operating procedure now. So we need to know all this information. Some of us, those who are not traveling for a long time, I'm sure most of our friends here, they're traveling most of the time. But for last 2 years, many of us are stuck. And this has been the scenario. So I just wanted to share with you this piece of information, that get your double dose vaccination records all the times, and the PCR test if you are traveling anywhere. So these are the primary documents that you need to show to any authorities, either it is security or immigration, customs, or and health authorities at the airport, or any authorities anywhere in the world. Well, with this, Mr. Avi, you can go to the next level and start the proceeding of the meeting. I hope we are ready to go. Welcome once again, all our friends and all of our partners globally. Thanks for your trust and on us, and getting together is a pleasure all the time. So I wish that we'll be meeting soon physically. We are planning to have a summit in Canada, in Toronto, on the 3rd of December. Any of you are here in this region are most welcome. Any of you are anywhere else also willing to come to Canada and attend this physical summit and meet some of the very, very top investors from Canada and the USA. You are most welcome to fly down as well, because Canada has allowed international tourists to start arriving in the country from 7th of September. So right now you can travel. Anyone want to come to Canada is most welcome. So we'll be discussing, we'll be sharing details of this 3rd December physical summit. First time after 2019, we are holding this small scale summit to mobilize some of our investors from North America and present some of the projects to them. So that's something exciting. And also we are planning in the first quarter, end of first quarter or beginning of second quarter, our physical investment summit in London, UK, in association with BBCI and Pathfinder Foundation. So these are two important information that I wanted to share with you. We will be discussing this further. Anyone interested to join this imminent one, which is Toronto, Canada in Hilton, on 3rd of December, please be in touch. Feel free to contact us. Thank you very much. Mr. Avi, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eder, for greeting us and giving us your wise wisdom words. We really appreciate it. I believe that where focus goes, energy flows. And Business Summit, we make sure that we focus on the highest level quality of projects. And today, out of the many projects that we have chosen 5 projects to be presented. Our presenter number 1 is Mr. Ifti from UK. Mr. Ifti, are you here?
Yes, hello. I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Ifti. Please go ahead and you may present your project. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me try and share my screen. Okay. Can everybody see the screen?
Sure, just a moment.
Yeah.
Yes, please
Yeah,
proceed.
good. So I think I have about 10 minutes, so I'll be very quick. And in fact, maybe I'm the odd one out today. So I'm actually presenting, let's say, a strategic opportunity in the UK that we're working on rather than a particular investment opportunity. And I'm sure this will lead to lots of investment opportunities for all of us in the future. So I wanted to talk about the macro priorities for the UK and how we're linking to Bangladesh and other countries and creating new investment opportunities. So main macro challenge in the UK, Brexit. So post-Brexit, I mean, the UK left the EU at the end of 2020. So I think that there's a lot of challenges in terms of logistics. There's a lorry crisis and many other problems because of the UK leaving the EU. But there's a lot of new opportunities as well. And I think we can discuss that. Obviously, COVID, Build Back Better, a post-digital, green, inclusive recovery is a priority for the UK. How does that create investment opportunities? And finally, the levelling up agenda, which is reducing regional inequalities in the UK. And I'll talk about some specific projects that we're working on and some particular specific proposals. So these are the main investment areas so Pathfinder as an organization, we're a very young organization, started only in March, and we've now got 200 member companies across 12 countries and many technology companies in the UK and Bangladesh and other countries as well. So we're very focused on digital opportunities, digital clean tech. These are some of the sectors some of the projects we're working on are in technology, food, FMCG, fashion, garments, health, social care, the bike sector, believe it or not, and also clean tech. So in terms of Pathfinder itself, catalyze innovation, growth and business in the digital economy to empower and inspire the next generation of technology entrepreneurs. So we have this network with domain experts. We've held 12 webinars since March in many topics, from fintech to clean tech, restaurant tech, even ICT sector, women's entrepreneurship, and so on. And our main focus areas, ethnic minorities in the UK, women and young people. So in terms of we're a CIC. So we're both let's say we're a business club with many members who are working on many projects. And we're also a CIC, which is like a foundation or a community interest company. So a not-for-profit company that's trying to help those who have been marginalized, particularly by the COVID crisis, by using digital. So I mentioned before, I'm sure in many countries there's a kind of a mantra, build back better. But I don't think many countries really know what build back better means exactly. So we think, as I said, this building back better should include digital, green, and also be inclusive, and that's going to present a lot of opportunities. Coming back to the UK, you can see here, bottom left-hand side chart, the UK was the worst performing country in the G20. It was the most affected by COVID. In fact, the UK suffered the worst economic recession for 400 years, since the Great Frost of 1703. And now with vaccination, very successful vaccination program, it's recovering quite fast. But the UK faces the twin headwinds of COVID and also Brexit. So this bottom right-hand side chart shows the assessments of the economic impact of the UK leaving the EU, Brexit. And in fact, although COVID has been the biggest shock, the longer-term structural, let's say, crosswinds or drag on the UK economy is going to be from Brexit, not from COVID. And finally, leveling up, which is the aims of reducing inequalities in the UK, and I'm sure this is true in many countries around the world, certainly true in Bangladesh. Business is really centered around the capital city, and all the regions are suffering. So the main political agenda in the UK from the Boris Johnson government is levelling up, reducing regional, income and even ethnic inequalities across the UK. There was a cabinet reshuffle this week, and Michael Gove, the cabinet office minister, he was shuffled into a new levelling up portfolio. So it's I would say the biggest priority for the UK right now. Now, in terms of translating that levelling up into investment proposals, so we have we've started, because actually Pathfinder, we decided to pick one of the regions with the biggest economic challenges, which is Oldham, which is a borough of Greater Manchester. And you can see Oldham here has 9% unemployment compared to the UK average of 5.5%. So we have made this proposal to Oldham Council, five main proposals, investment proposals. One is a fashion and garments growth cluster and a high street shop of the future to support high street regeneration. That's a big focus for the UK, so leveraging technology. The second is an e-commerce platform called Tukitaki, which is to bring Bangladeshi products into the UK, and we will be training live streamers and digital content creators in the UK, in the British Bangladeshi community, to sell these Bangladeshi products. So it'll be a very digital content and live streaming rich e-commerce platform. Nobody's done that before. We're also working with both the Oldham Council and Greater Manchester Development Authority, or Growth Company they're called now, on a new inward investment plan, and also build out better as community financed affordable housing, and finally aquaculture and agro-solar, clean tech and circular economy projects. So in the interest of time today, maybe I can't go into these in too much detail, but I'll be happy one-on-one or maybe on a future investment summit to talk about. Another thing we're doing is we are proposing in Oldham, in Greater Manchester, in Birmingham, and West Midlands, and all of these major regions in the UK to create technology growth clusters. So we're starting with Bangladesh, and our aim is to launch 10 Bangladeshi tech companies and register them in the UK, in the Greater Manchester area in Oldham, as a tech cluster, and create other technology opportunities. Now, the reason I mention that is because this levelling up is the government in the UK is spending billions of pounds. So there are grants, there's equity, there's debt, free warehousing, office space. There's lots of different incentives to establish outside of the London area, or the home counties, London, Oxford, Cambridge. So I think that technology growth cluster is one. We also are proposing to create a fashion garments growth cluster. So you saw in Bangladesh in March and April 2020, there was a massive cancellation of orders. Bangladesh is the second biggest exporter of garments in the world. But in March and April, many buyers from the UK canceled their orders, and there was a crisis because 99% of Bangladeshi garments is B2B. So what we're working with is some garments companies to create B2C, to create brands and designs and e-commerce, digital and physical retail distribution. So we plan to create. Now, how is that going to work? You can see here we're already in discussions in Birmingham and Manchester for design, collaboration. Manufacturing, shipping will be done in Bangladesh, and then the warehousing, marketing, delivery, digital and social marketing will be done in the UK. So we expect to see several Bangladeshi garments companies launching in the UK with their own brands. And the last idea I want to share with you is something that maybe resonates with Hyderabad and some of you. I know I can see a number of you are from Malaysia. We just published a report, Pathfinder and Janala Ventura consulting firm, called Capturing the Halal Pound. It's quite a detailed report. It's a 50-page report. But we talked about focusing the UK levelling up agenda and the post-COVID recovery on a halal growth cluster. So what does that halal growth cluster mean? It means capturing the 4 million Muslims in the UK. How can we start businesses to capture that halal pound in the UK? How can we help mainstream UK businesses like Tesco, Sainsbury's, the food retailers, and other mainstream businesses to have a more focused and targeted strategy for capturing the Muslim pound in the UK? And third thing is, how can we help UK companies partner with companies internationally, and some of you on this call, to capture the global halal pound? So this $2 trillion Muslim market. And our idea is to create virtual halal growth cluster between the UK, Bangladesh, Malaysia, and Dubai, for example. So can we bring halal expertise from Malaysia or Dubai and connect it with UK manufacturing operations, and indeed, or UK brand and manufacturing in Bangladesh? And I would say Bangladesh could create an economic zone for halal as well. And you can see here the scale. This is from the 2020 Islamic Finance Report. It shows the halal market, how massive the halal market is globally. And you know, somebody was so all these things are connected. So somebody was I was speaking yesterday with one of the largest garment manufacturers who's visiting the UK, and we were talking about how the capturing the halal pound is linked to modest fashion. So he was getting excited. He was saying, well, he's willing to dedicate more of his production facilities in Bangladesh. Can we find designers in the UK who can help us with modest fashion branding and design and launching in the UK? I think obviously halal food is a massive opportunity, and even digitizing smart mosques. There are 1,300 mosques in the UK. So there's lots of different areas that we can build in the UK. Obviously, Islamic finance is a big opportunity with the city as well. So again, in the interest of time, I won't go through it in detail, but what I really wanted to say is that if I summarize here, we have three, I think that the priority is for post-COVID economic recovery that involves regional development. We are planning to create technology growth clusters, fashion and garments growth cluster, halal growth cluster, and a clean tech circular economy growth cluster in each of the major regions of the UK. There is massive billions of pounds of financing, grants, innovation grants for attracting companies there. And we would look forward in the future to have discussions with some of you on this call to how best to launch and take advantage in the UK. With that, let me stop in the interest of time. And you know, thank you very much, Hyderabad and Abhishek, for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am sure that we will be having a lot of questions and a lot of comments from our guests. But before that, let me allow Dr. Haider to say a few words. Dr. Haider.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Ifti, for the nice presentation. I really saw your presentation earlier and I was amazed, I could say. Especially your halal cluster, I saw the documents in details. You have done a fantastic job. You have done an excellent job now. You have prepared the food and somebody needs to put it on the platter and eat it. So that's how I would say. We have a lot of Malaysian friends, as I told you earlier, that Malaysia is the world capital of halal food. You know, they are leading. Am I correct, Dr. Guna? Can you just thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes. So that if that is true, then Malaysian friends, those who are here today, the dignitaries there are a couple of datos here, and there is a Tan Sri. So the big guys from Malaysia.
I was going to say, I also met Datu Guna in KL and in Dhaka. So the long, maybe he may not remember, but you know, I was probably 4 years younger then, so maybe I was looking different. But we met in both KL at an investment conference in KL probably 4 or 5 years ago. So nice to meet you again.
Cool. Yeah, we have a great investor here as well from Malaysia. We have a couple of our friends from Malaysia, as you can see, number of friends from Malaysia. So I'd request some of our friends from Malaysia to take it up and continue the discussion and figure out how they want to place it. I have been talking to the government of Malaysia. The Halal Board is the agency from the government side that promote the Malaysian halal products, and that's how they are taking the leads globally. The business volume, what you have shown, trillions of dollars, I think Malaysia can really take these benefits. Under the current situation, Malaysian business is a bit down right now on all the other areas. So this is something, the food has been something that the Malaysians are really doing very well. And the other areas, you know, you need to figure out the things from all around the world, not only one particular area like Bangladesh and so on. So I will share with you later in a detailed level from the Caribbean what can be going there. You know, things are different in different places. So with this, I think the floor should be opened. Anyone want to speak about this project, about this opportunity that Pathfinder is opening up for the international community to do business with in the UK and take the benefits that the UK government is declaring post Brexit and post COVID. It's something exciting. That is one of the reasons that we want to have this physical summit in London to invite the whole world again to get together. So I'm sure that some of our friends will have questions. So I just say the floor is open. If anyone want to have a ask a question to Mr. Ifti, please feel free. Thank you. Mr. Chito, you have a question?
Fantastic presentation. No question. I'm just blown away.
Probably information overload.
I'm blown away by the magnitude, not only of the goal, but the undertaking. My only reaction is that it's fortunate that the UK Minister of Finance, Mr. Rishi Sunak, strikes me as a very energetic, very enthusiastic person. And so he is an ally on your camp as far as this is concerned. And but in a way, it's good for the UK, as I see it, because UK, whether you like it or not, is still a very important part of the world economy. It's a G7 country. Uh, and, uh, and the irony of the current situation is that what is going to save the UK are its former colonies, or where formerly it had influence in the administration of. So a lot of the countries that depend on halal food are now coming to the fore to revive the UK economy. And I just find that a nice story to know. And the other part is that this is the demographic that one sees in the world now. Because of the migration out of other countries into the developed world needs the employment resources with an aging population and some kind of immigration also out of these countries. And so the fuel and energy for these economies would come from projects such as this, which is really just
Yeah, I was going to say one thing, Chito, that the UK is hosting the Commonwealth Games next summer. So we had a call with the West Midlands Growth Company. In fact, that was Bashir Bhai made a connection with Andy Street, who's the mayor of Birmingham, the regional mayor. So in the UK now we have regional mayors. The regional mayor of Manchester has become very powerful, Andy Burnham, regional mayor of Birmingham, Andy Street. So they were very keen to attract more Commonwealth countries. I guess the bottom line is, whether it's halal or whether it's by it can be by sector, halal or technology or clean tech, but there are many countries represented in this call. So my only humble suggestion or advice is the UK, 65% of trade before Brexit was with EU. That's obviously not gone entirely, but it's been shaken up. So this is the time to cut. It's not just at a government level, at a ministerial level, but for business groups, business delegations, this is a time to come up with ideas. And for Greater Manchester, when we were there in Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we were up in Manchester and we had a call with West Midlands on Thursday. They're saying, look, we're ready to make an offer. To attract investment to these regions, they'll be giving a lot of incentives. So I think this is an opportunity, whether it's as a joint venture, as a new launch in each of these regions. So many of you have lots of projects. You have tech companies with capabilities, you have your global networks. So I would just say this is the start of a conversation. There is a lot of opportunity in the UK, and we should think about how we can work together to deliver that. Maybe Bashir Bhai wants to say something as well, actually.
Sure. Once we hear from Bashir Bhai, then we'll go and hear from Dato' Guna as well, because he's from Malaysia. So I'd like to hear from him very shortly, in a shorter form, what he thinks about this halal cluster especially.
Thank you.
Bashir Bhai, please.
Haider Bhai. We believe this is one of the greatest opportunity the investor have after the pre-Brexit and post-COVID scenarios. and we already opened the windows, and we are working, and we've already provided, as far if they already mentioned, presentations to various regional mayors, and they already formed a task force to see the possibility of those investment stream towards that region. And I fully agree with Ifti that there's a really golden opportunity for us, and many members of British Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce Bangladesh region are showing very interest, because Bangladesh government also preparing the government policy of outbound investment from Bangladesh. So it's very soon, I think we have already interested few corporate houses from Bangladesh, especially from the RMG and manufacturing, and the high-tech the companies. So I fully agree with let's see the opportunity, discuss the subject, and then looking forward to see some of you working together in the near future. Thank you very much. Abhishek, to you.
Well, thank you, Bashir Bhai. Is Dr. Guna here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Thank you.
Want to hear from you very quickly. What are the opportunities?
Yeah, thank you for Mr. If 1 minute. Yeah, I think can hear. Thank you for Mr. Hifti Islam. I remember still you that I met you before 4 years ago on a summit, and all Malaysians, Dato professors are involved, and the president, Dr. Haidar, and also my good friend, Mr. Abhishek, right? Yeah, the topic touch. I'm very interested to talk to Mr. Ifti regarding the halal. The halal products to now, as you said, the Malaysia economy is down, and they need to increase the export to bring back the revenue and everything. The products to export regarding the halal products, I'm very close to Matret. Matret is the CEO, the directors involved, very close to me. You can work together. What are the products, if we can list out and everything, it out for you to export to UK. That will be very, I'm very much interested, because I know Malaysian products were worldwide accepted. And then now, new exhibition, I think, regarding halal also coming in very soon by October, I think. I'm not very sure the date. Anyway, on the 7th of October, they have one seminar by Matret. Then after that, we will know that the confirmation of regarding that halal matters. Thank you, Dr. Ifti. Thank you, Dr. Haidar. We can prolong talk later. Let others do the presentation first. Thank you very much. I'm really interested regarding these halal products to be exported from Malaysia. Need to increase the economy. We are love to play the role. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your interest, and look forward. As we all know each other, so I think it will be easier for us to communicate and take this lead further. Well, with all this, is there anyone else that want to have any question particularly? If you don't, then you can always contact Mr. Ifti on Pathfinder. And also, if you need any assistance, you can be in touch with the Business Summit team, and they will definitely help you to connect with Mr. Ifti and Pathfinder's team to take it forward. With this, I think we'll go to the next presenter. Mr. Avi, please proceed with the next presenter.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Haider, and thank you so much, everyone, for your comments. I believe this is really a great opportunity. I remember hearing this quote saying, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, but working together is success. So this is why we are here today, to work together and find opportunities and find the lowest hanging fruits so we can have success together. Our next presenter is a very great project, and again in Malaysia. The company's name is DML, and we have Mr. Dung who will be representing DML. Mr. Dung, are you here, sir?
Yes, Mr. Abhishek.
It is so good to see you, Mr. Dung. I hope that you're well. The platform is yours. Go ahead and present your project. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek, and thank you, Dr. Haider, for giving us the opportunity to present our project to the Business Summit community. And good evening to our fellow Malaysians, which I can see that some of the Malaysians are in the Business Summit. Our project team is rent to own. Is we call it affordable farmhouse. You can say that this project is situated in a district called Johor. We call it Johor is a state, and it's a Kota Tinggi district. And this project is where this project is situated in 40 minutes from Singapore, and of course you travel to north is 7 hours to Thailand. So this is the situation where this project is situated in Johor district, where it is a very prominent district where it's coming up, one of the coming up district in Malaysia, because most of the people or locally are staying over here, and also the business community are thriving in this Johor district. We can see a lot of people from China, where a lot of these construction community are building up in Johor district. Mr. Abhishek, can we have a second? Yes. Today's agenda, we have 12 agenda, and myself, I will present the first 4 agenda, and I will forward later. I will forward to our managing director, Mr. Majin, that he will cover the rest of the agenda, where they will tell you about the development cost. Okay, Mr. Abhishek, another. Mr. Abhishek, can we go? Yes, thank you. DML Asset is a holding company. It's a limited company in Malaysia, formed in 2019. We are one of the primary construction and development company. Our company is situated in Kuala Lumpur, which is the capital of Malaysia. And of course, this company have been since started in 1998. We have developed a lot of this development in Kuala Lumpur and also in Johor Bahru. We have this we developed on a small scale in the sense that our development is more towards landed property, and also some shop houses, and also high-rise building, which is about 30-story building. So this you can see from the slide here, we have this HWAT. HWAT is our subsidiary. So our team is rent to own. Rent to own is a new you can say new formula or new establishment which established by HWAT. We know that in Malaysia there is a lot of people having difficulty to own a house. So this time HWAT are building houses which is affordable, which is compared to the is a landed property which compared to which compared to the our market practice, market value, we are a bit below. Not say below. It's in a sense that it's about 20% below market value, which we hope that we can bring these houses, more people who are able to afford to own these houses. And these houses, we are we are going to attention to those people who are in the government sector, where this area, because government servants sometimes we do acknowledge that they do not earn the income compared to private sector. So that is why this rent to own was an idea and formulated by DML Asset Holding Company. Mr. Abhishek, can we go to another? This landed property size is 1,200 square feet, which is quite popular among the community in Malaysia, where these houses are double-story houses, which they have in a way that they have this a balcony and also in a car park where we can park the car just in front of our houses. And this area which we are going to develop is 665 acres, which have a total units of 10,000 units, double-story houses, and it's more like a township, a small township in Johor Bahru. Of course, the facility we have designed, we have a police station, a religion area for people of all races. We have mosques, we have churches, we have temples for all the communities, and we also have clinics and a commercial shop lot where we design for the community to purchase things easily. And of course, the most important is the community hall, where we have all the facility where the people can enjoy a game of badminton and a field of playground for the children to enjoy it. So of course, our development we target is 5 years, is 60 months. Mr. Abhishek, can we go to the next slide? This development, we attention to the Malaysian citizen, which is mostly government sectors, where we will, in a way, we try to assist them to give them a house where, where they can easily own, or in a way that they pay. We can say that, as our team is rent to own, they rent and later they will own a house in a later period. So this is we give first choice to people in surrounding area, which is Johorian, and they are working in Johor itself. And the next slide, thank you, Mr. Abhishek. And this, if you can see from here, we can see that the houses are built in the sense that it's environmental friendly. We are using rainwater to harvest to harvest and water our garden. And this area, this design, we can see that there is a balcony up there on the second floor, and also, of course, down below we can park at least 2 of our cars in our housing area. And of course, the surrounding community, we are planning to plant fruit trees so that the community will able to enjoy that kind of environment, and also in a sense that the fruits that we harvest, we are able to sell outside, and the profit margin goes back to the community itself. Mr. Abhishek, next slide. You are looking at our design of houses here. The ground floor, we will have a dining area and living area, and we have a kitchen, utility, and also a bathroom. But on the second floor, we have 3 bedrooms, which is able to accommodate a small family of about 4 to 5 people. And of course, we also have a bathroom to accommodate for the 3 bedrooms. And of course, this kind of sizes of 1,200 square feet is popular among the community. So, Mr. Abhishek, next. Of course, today we are talking about environmental green ecosystem. So, our community, of course, number one is that we are using solar system to have to put in. We will light up our garden, our street lights, all in by solar energy, and we are using LED lights to conserve energy, and it will bring brighter during the night, where all our streets are lighted up. And you can see that even our houses are designed in a way that to harvest water, rainwater, because Malaysia are having rain and sunshine towards 365 days. So we use this rainwater to harvest and to in a way that to give water to our gardens, and also to wash the surrounding areas, and also our solid waste, from the houses, we will convert into energy to in a way to light up other purposes. And this rent to own program, I will forward to our managing director, Mr. Majin. He was able to let you know how are we going to proceed with this rent to own program. Mr. Majin, can you take over, Mr. Majin?
Thanks, Hari, and
Yeah.
good evening to everybody. And some of them we meet second time, then some of them in the first time. This rent to own concept. In Malaysia, they have a lot of rent to own concept. They are rent buyback in 5 years. But what we come out the concept is people rent to own. The deposit 30%, the rent to 20 years. That means the rent goes to 20 years. The monthly 1,400, they pay for 20 years. The house belong to the person who registered. So this concept, we work together with cooperatives and also government departments. See, our government of Malaysia, they asked us to cooperative build 1 million houses to the members, because we have 7 million members of cooperative in Malaysia. And they have a tough time to cooperative to build 1 million houses for the cooperative members. And we meet them, we spoke to a cooperative, and we have a land like 600. What we're going to do, we build 10,000 houses, and these 10,000 houses is all rent to own. Then what will happen? Somebody want to purchase the house, they only pay 30%. The balance of money they pay for 20 years. And the the total development 60 years, 60 what you call 5 years, and we have with us, and also we have a good consultant team with us to successfully develop this area. The total GDP is growth development value is 3.8 billion. The cost of development is 2.2 billion. Okay, in 2.2 billion, we have greens, we have a biomass. Also, we do a facility. And what year we going to use 30 acres of the land in the building itself. We build all the farms, all the crops. See, the crops we're going to sell back to the people. The funds whatever we collected go back to the committee. We're going to set up the called crop garden in our cooperative, which all our purchase of house they become automatically cooperative members. That means we have a 10,000 members plus average 40,000 members. What we're going to do, and we're going to build a farm garden around the development, and we have a job opportunity and also eco financial sharing with our own members again that able to living in very peace of time, is it? And because we're targeting only low earning people, because in Malaysia to hold the house in Johor very expensive, because this location very near to a Senai Airport, and a Senai Airport mostly the area the house selling like 600,000 to 580,000. And what we do it here, we're selling only 380,000. It's affordable, but it's luxury. Affordable is luxury. The people who earning low income, they can able to buy. Okay, how the process will work? Okay, all the document we sign all by trustee. Because we cannot hold for 20 years. Somebody purchase coming today, they sign with us, they apply. Once they apply, we do appointment. The lawyer will take notes, everything done. And once they apply for bank loan or they have a saving for 30% or EPF provincial fund, everything, if they're able to purchase 30% deposit, all the document we place with trustee. All the document we place with the trustee. Trustee hold for 20 years on behalf of the members. Once they successful pay for 20 years, the document, the ownership transfer back to our buyer. Okay, and we have a very close development associate. We're working with China contractor, the bigger China government contractor. They're willing to build for us in BT manner, bill and transfer. That means they will do a bill first every 2,000 houses, then we'll transfer. That means the payment also we do every 2,000 houses. We're going to do a 5 pass. I mean, in 5 years. And also we already set up, and also we do a roadshow within the cooperative in Johor. Most of them interest to join our products, our program, and they like to participate. Their members who not able to buy the house, that are members, they're going to join us to buy the house. I mean, most of the cooperative benefit from this program. Also the citizen or low income people, and also for government, they will government also support us for getting the affordable people to get the houses in Johor, and this helping the smaller community to getting a better benefit. I think these are our presentation. If any question, please ask us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is such a great idea. We remember the first time that we heard about this. And for our audience, there's a lot going on about this project. There has been a lot of positive news. I can see Mr. Raimundas raising hand already. But before that, Dr. Hader, if you would like to say a few words, please. Thank you.
Well, this has been, thank you very much. This project, we trust a lot. GML project is a real-time good project, I would say. One of the very good projects among those big projects that we have in hand. So I'd say that, and this project has progressed a lot. We have been talking to multiple investors, and there are a couple of investors talking and working on this project. Since it's a sizable project of almost $500 million investment required. So I think investors are taking little time, and definitely they will be getting back. And Mr. Raimundas is one of the investment advisor and investor, and looking after this project as well. I'd like to hear from him as he raised his hand. Mr. Raimundas, floor is for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Haider, for invitation to this wonderful conference. I was pleased to hear about the ML project again. I like this project very much. I would like to tell that I'm working with very high net worth investors in Dubai. I mentioned your project and got very big interest. And I expect next week to hear more from my colleagues in Dubai. And after I will be ready to talk to you business, I will get in touch. And I positive about that I could come up with some concrete offer very soon. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Raimundas. Is there anyone else that want to discuss about this project? Mr. Bashir, do you have any idea or any comment about this project of such nature? Any investor from UK you can think of?
It's very delicately presented, and I was attending at your last call. So thank you very much.
I think the internet was having a little bit problem with Mr. Bashir, but we do understand. Okay, we will talk about this once again soon. Is there anyone else that want to know any information about this project or have any interest in this project? Please feel free to communicate with us. We will provide further information and take you direct to the project owners. This is a fantastic project. Thank you very much for presenting and joining for the discussion. Thanks, Mr. Raimundas, for your updates. And we look forward to cheer it up soon with the funding done. Thank you. Mr. Avi, next.
Thank you so much, Dr. Haider. Our next presenter is Mr. Saddam. He is very well known to us, and today he will be presenting another of his project. Mr. Saddam, are you here?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Avi. Good morning.
Saddam, it's yours.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Avi. You can hear Avi, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Perfect. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for presenting here today, being present here with us. And thank you, Dr. Haider and Avi and whole Business Summit team, again, giving us the opportunity to present. Before going to the presentations, a very small little about us. We are Designers do Futuro, a company working with advanced technologies. We'll present today one of our very new project just launched weeks back. Together with me, my co-founder Julia will join. I will blow the presentation here. I would like to request Julia to start with.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for the opportunity too. So the idea that we're bringing and what we're working already, it's about our solution with Discovery Chain. It's the name that we're using for food, to use in traceability in food and value chain. It towards safe food, healthy life, clean process, sustainable climate and environment. Okay, Adam. What do you eat today? What's safe and healthy? 1 out of 10 people get sick each year, and 4,020 died from foodborne illness. Okay, Adam. How much waste is involved to bring your food to table? It's about 1/3 of fresh food is thrown out because it's considered unacceptable. So it's a huge number of 1/3. and how efficient is the food value chain. When we look to the value chain of to produce food, it's a business are partly the value chain business are partly or entirely paper based. 80% using that. So we have a huge opportunity here to use on the digital solutions and automatization. And we have also a consumer trend about organic food. When we look to the numbers, we have here in 2020, 167 billion on the market of a global organic food market, and 2026, the projection to 368 billion. It's 82% of American families consume the organics, and we're talking about of a market of 50 billion in 2017. So North America, and they are the first on the produce and consumer of organic products. But the thing is, how they can ensure the food is really organic. So thinking of it, we are bringing the discovery chain using blockchain that can assure the end-to-end traceability, a full transparency for the process, where also consumers can understand all the process, all of the things involved, chemicals, about the how they can be conditioned of the transportation, all of that. And who use this kind of solution can guarantee a competitive advantage. They can have more food confidence and trust. And if they have any kind of certified responsibility practice, they can guarantee too. So it's all about to its strength and the chain and have more collaboration, because everyone can work together. And sustainable, and also we can address sustainable climate and environment. Once that we can improve in food waste, we can also help with the food safety, because everyone can guarantee of the quality and origin of the food. Then in this case, we can avoid food fraud and the things around that. So we can address three points of the SDGs: the responsible and consumption production, the zero hunger, and also climate action. Okay, Adam. So the discover, traceability, and authenticity in blockchain, it's a solution that goes the farm to the table. So thinking in all the chain, at each step during the chain, we have a QR code with the product, and we have these possibilities to register of all the things that it's happening. So what are we doing in the farming and harvest? If we are using chemicals, what kind? In the case of organic, we are not using chemicals. So, but we can show how we are doing the transportation, all the things that is happening in the process around the factory, and we can assure that the product is really the one that left the farm. Okay, Adam. Here it's a case that we are already using, we are implementing. If you have a QR code in your cell phone and you want, you can just scan now the QR code on the left. And it's a story about how you can show that the chicken, it's free of antibiotics. So you can bring all the story about the chicken, what they eat, who they are, and how they are using all the feeds and medicines and environment parameters. All the story, it's around of what are you having. So it's not about a faith anymore. You can show what are you having, okay? And the thing that we are bringing, it's envisioning food transparency system for food chain. And Arjan can explain better. Thank you. Arjan?
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Again, thank you everyone for your attention. yes, if we go a little bit back and little deep into the food chain, it usually starts from the farms, from the field of the harvest, or from the dairy farms, could be poultry, like that. So we can start the traceability from that point, in that point only, and we can bring it till it goes to the customer's hand from the shelf of the superstore. Do you know that there is almost 50,000 food products, I mean, edible products into a big superstore? So just think of that, how big the industry is. There, the traceability is needed on the product which we are eating, we are living on. So considering that thing, if we go a little bit deep with the numbers, we can see that the blockchain market is yes, it's an old thing with the cryptocurrency and other things, but applications into something like this is not too old. It started just like last 3-4 years only, and it is getting the pace just right away from last 1.5 years. We go a little bit deeper, we see that the blockchain application market is predicted to be almost 1 billion by 2025. Right now, it is around 133 millions, with an unbelievable rate of CAGR. It could be around 50% to be exact on this number, 48.1%. And if we just keep your eyes open, you can see that after COVID and during COVID, many countries like USA, Germany, Japan, they started putting lots of new compliances on the food they are taking to their table or importing to their country. And you can see on the right side that on September 2020, FDA has decided to go into much deeper to know about the traceability of all the foods they are going to import from 2023. And they will stop importing all those foods if they don't find the right traceability or they are not satisfied with it. So the traceability and the requirement of authenticity is also growing by the need of the compliance and the countries itself. Here, though we have just launched this platform weeks back, and we are very happy to say that with the launch, we have already onboarded 4 customers. One you saw, the organic chicken one, another few I will discuss later. But the roadmap we are working on, it's a very exciting, and we will say it very aspiring too. We want to get this project and this platform expanded like anything with an exponential effort, bringing more capabilities into the technology and expanding very faster into the regional way, and by 3 years to be almost present in the global space and opting for almost 5% market share of the global food and agriculture blockchain market by 5 years, and could be, we're projecting like 14 to 15% by 10 years. And on this journey, you may ask how we are starting or how we are doing these things. Yes, we have some little bit innovative go-to-market strategy to get into faster and exponential effort on this line. I would like to request again, Julia, if you can add something more here, because you are closely working with the expansion model, please.
Okay, it's what we thought about it to bring, once that we're talking about to use technologies, not also to reinvent the business, but reinvent professions. And we were thinking about how we can help consultants and coach and business consultants to reinvent their work too. So we are bringing them to teach them about the technology, and we are developing an ecosystem for them to spread and use together these solutions, because they also need to learn about and how to use and things like that. So we are bringing a community to share ideas, to learn about these new technology, and they're going to the market. So we already have 25 consultants working with us, starting to learning more about that, to be more confident to bring the solution, because we know it's not only about to bring the technology, but to use human together. Okay. And just to and I didn't yeah, and just to think, because this community have been this network we have been building for so many years, because we have experience with consulting, big consultants, and also in the international coach marketing and things like that. So it's my experience. I have more than 30 years working around with developing companies, working with cultures, changing culture around the companies. And Aryan has a big experience with artificial intelligence and all the technologies part around the experience to work with analytics and help to discover possibilities to work with these two solutions in the business. So we are bringing that solution not only to the companies, but also to the consultants, the community of consultants and coaches. And of course, if we're talking about culture and transformation, we also start and thought a lot about what is our purpose and our vision. And our purpose, it's really to make the things that is very complex to make all that change in a very simple way. So we offer solutions to growth through the digital and cultural transformation of the business. When we talk about that, when we saw the things they're saying, everyone is saying about digital transformation in the marketing, they also miss the part of the cultural one. So that it's the thing that me and Aryan, we are bringing our strength, because it's a people analytics solution to grow. And the vision that we have is to be the most reliable and innovative global company. Together, we bring growth for a sustainable world. So we know that we can impact and we can accelerate business, but we need to understand how good is this impact that we are bringing. So that's why we look for to achieve a sustainable world. And you can see all of our values, but specific one, GLOCO, that we coined that term. It's because we are bringing a very wide possibility to work, because we know that some problems are common around the globe, and we can move all the network that it's global. And we are looking to business in that way. So the blockchain can reinvent all this business, but we can act locally with these consultants and coaches in order to better understand the culture around the places that we are. So it's more to bring the solution globally, but act locally. And the others, I think it's very clear for us, for all of us. Okay,
yes,
Aya?
thank you. Thank you, Julia, once again. Yes, as I mentioned that just within the last 4 weeks, 4 weeks from different industries, people got interested to get into the blockchain. Like you already saw the organic chicken one, then another food processing company, which are mostly in the export. They are bringing this technology to keep the traceability throughout their supply chain. And a beer company, a crafted beer company, they are also not in that big, but they are big in the regional way. They are also started working with it, and another company from Bangladesh. They are on mostly the organic food processing company there also. And some big opportunities, we are in the talks, like working with Sri Lankan tea board. Their tea is being exported and considered, they're one of the best tea in the world. They are the largest market is Turkey, and Japan not largest, but these two countries always raise the flag that your product is not original one. We are getting some products that probably somehow from India, from other part of the world is coming, but it's labeled as Ceylon tea. So this kind of problem we are trying to solve with these companies, and also we are trying to do some waste thing to monitor and bring a better way to reduce the waste, or rerouting to the right process of the recycling. So this is just an start, but with this start, let's see how our financials looks like, how we project or foresee the whole business. Yes, this year and the next year, these 2 years, we'll be focusing on building more fractions over some regions like 8-9 countries of the world. And with this as an asset, we'll go for an faster and exponential growth by, let's say, 3rd or 4th year, so that we can achieve the 5% of the market share that we are talking about. Yes, you can say that who else is doing in the market. Yes, IBM is doing good with these things. They are working with Walmart closely to cover those 50,000 of food processing companies. They are supplying to their product to the Walmart. Yes, they started a little early. We are starting just right now, but we don't believe that we cannot reach that pace within next 3.5 years. This business is going to have at least IRR of 25%. And yes, we are looking for some opportunities here with investments. And before going to that, yes, we have very detailed work done against this financial modeling and forecasting. We can always discuss and share all this whenever you feel you need it. Welcoming with some opportunities for investment. Yes, now we are open for that to speed it up and to bring it faster to every part of the world, build attractions, convert it into a real expansion and revenue bringing space. The market size, you can understand already, it can be projected as 1 billion and with a growth rate of 48%. So it's a greater than 25% CAGR market. So it's always a market where you can blindly invest in. Anyway, with an IRR and ROI expected to be more than 25%, we're looking for some investment, which could be the midterm, could be on terms of equity, could be on terms of debt. We are encouraging to have it 0.5 to 5 million as a ticket size. Let's see if any one of you get interested in this project to help us speed up the expansion of it over the globe together. Yes, next 1.5 years. Most of the expenses will happen around market development, and some will go in the technological R&D. So it depends on the speed and the market demand and some evolution of new technologies, how it will happen in the coming days. That's it from now, from both of us. Thank you. If you have any questions right now, we can discuss, or we can discuss again later. Thank you. Thank you, Ovi. Thank you, Dr. Haider.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saddam. I would like to give you a big applause. I think this has been a great presentation. We all should give Mr. Saddam an applause. You see, everyone, it is something to find a solution for a problem, but it is something else. It is a greater success to find a solution for a problem in the future. So I think Mr. Saddam is not only focusing on solving a problem that we have today, but in the future and using the future technology blockchain, whether we don't or we don't like it, the world is evolving and we are all evolving towards blockchain. So that is a great idea. And for those who don't know Mr. Saddam, he has also been presenting his other project, Paycent. And this is the reason I am also very impressed with him, because Paycent was another revolutionary project that he brought. And today he's about to be connected to the largest telecom company in Africa. So Saddam, welcome, and I wish you all the best for this project.
Thank you. And thanks to Business Summit always.
You're welcome, Saddam. Thank you. Dr. Haider.
Yep. I would pay an extra $1 for every QR code that I can check in the store, for chicken, for eggplant, for okra, for mushroom, or whatever I buy from Walmart or from any shop. I go for grocery. I will pay $1 extra for everything that I want to buy. And to make sure that this is real, genuine, origin is perfect, and so on. So I'm one of them. So I'm with you, number one.
Thank you.
And
let's do it.
The whole audience here and the whole world is with you, because nobody wants to die with having some nasty food. And as Julia mentioned, that many people are dying, even many people are dying having bad food that we don't even know, because the doctors don't know that he died or she died out of this bad food poisoning. Because, you know, when the person dying probably, or person having problems, probably the doctors are thinking it's something else, because it doesn't say particularly that it originated from food. That is not traceable as of yet. So I think who do not love their lives? I'm sure everybody here, everyone here on the screen They love their life first before anyone else. We want to survive as long as we can and survive with good health, better health. And this is the technology, blockchain, what you have done. I can say Mr. Saddam Hussein Arian is going to be the next Steve Jobs of the world.
Thank you, but not like that, probably. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Even bigger than Steve Jobs, for sure. And because your technology, your ideas, I really appreciate those ideas and what you are looking at. But unfortunately, we are in a place, we are born in a place, we are meant to born in a place where nobody supports nobody. But where Steve Jobs and Elon Musk is born, there are trillions of dollars to support such kind of genius and brilliant people. That's one of the reasons that I have been suffering also. I should be the $1 trillion man, whereas I'm happy with few $1 million probably. I have to be happy. I have to be, meant to be happy with this because of my genuinity, because I was born in a village, in a small county, in a country like Bangladesh. The moment I say I'm from Bangladesh, the energy goes down to 50%. The moment I show my green passport, my situation becomes terribly bad. With my recent experience, even with a small country like Guyana, I'm sure a couple of my friends are here from Guyana, So this is, it's a small country, poor country, but recently they stuck well. But see, the moment they saw my green passport, oh, Bangladesh, where it is. The immigration officer even did not know. Where is Bangladesh? That's the situation. So this is what is holding us back. I'd like some of our friends, those who are here from UK, especially Bashir Bhai, Ifti Bhai, from British Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce, please take a serious and bold step. I'm sure you have members, those who are having millions of pounds in their pocket, just holding on assets or millions of dollars and pounds. Ask them not to hold these assets and just do nothing. Ask them to, to monetize some of them and invest into this kind of genius in developing countries. I'd not say only Bangladesh, because there are other genius as well, like Saddam, in different countries in developing world. And we are not helped by anybody. We are not helped by our government. We are not helped by our society, our investors, our bankers, with all due respect. Bankers are looking for only rich people. Who has money, they want to put money on that money, on top of that money. They're not looking for technology that can really turn it to be a billions or $1 trillion business. So without saying most of the things, I hope that I have given a strong message already. The technology is fantastic, super. We need to save our lives, our families, our generations. And this technology can really help the products to be checked. And as Bashir Bhai and Ifti Bhai is trying to promote Bangladeshi and other countries' product into the UK, I think this is a major place, major areas that you can start using blockchain right today. And I know Bashir Bhai imported tons of mango from Bangladesh. Probably you can add up this technology for your next crop of mango or whatever fruits you are bringing, and start using this blockchain technology and with the QR code, and add up $2 or £1 into your price and say you can check that this is genuine, this is the original product I'm selling. I'm sure anybody will be willing to pay for that.
Thank you. My hats off, and I would like to congratulate Mr. Saddam Hussein and Julia for this technology. And timing is excellent, as my good friend Haider Jaman says. We at least 3 or 4 members of our mango importers company are attending this, and excellent timing for blockchain technology. As I'm very proud to share with you the British Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce supporting exporters and farmers in Bangladesh to proceed and adopt the GAP process with USAID. So that technology, of course, it will be really helpful for our exporters. And it's also good news, Bangladesh government targeting perishable items, fruits and vegetables to reach 2 billion by 2025. And I am sure without this blockchain in agriculture technology, it will be not achieved and never could penetrate the mainstream supermarket in the United Kingdom. So as I said, it's great time-wise. I will connect you with my partners in Bangladesh, exporters, especially the mango is our product. And I will contact with Abhishek and Haider Jaman to have a further conversation with you. And I am sure that to achieve the target, UK and US NRV investor would be very keen to invest in your project. And I look forward to have one-to-one communication with your team and our team. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bashir Bhai, for shedding some lights. You can already ask your supplier, your exporter in Bangladesh to start using the QR code. Otherwise, you don't import. You can say that you need to show that this is genuine product, and with this blockchain technology, you must make sure. Yes, thank you very much. Dr. Guna, what do you want to say, sir? You are also selling certain
thank you
things.
very much regarding Mr. Aryan, Mr. Saddam. Thank you very much for your. I received order in Malaysia from UK. They already, in fact, in all Europe, asking for vegetables, okra, tomato, chili, eggplant, like that. I already received order for 3 containers. They need only approval from the Ministry of Health and everything, good agriculture product, GAP certificate. Malaysia have the GAP certificate approved by UK, the companies, plus QR code. So all Malaysian products going to UK with that code. I have 3 containers, orders already going in now. So the demand is there. They will promise me it will be 10 containers per month very soon. So the demand is there, the QR code, and then the GAP certificate is most important, because Malaysian soil is beautiful, no chemical involved. So for that, the demand is very huge from Malaysia. And also from Thailand, they are still demanding also that the vegetables good to go to UK. They approached me also.
Thank
Just
you.
for your information. Thank
you. Let's look forward and work together. Yes, we can solve the problem and add some more value to your process of the import and export. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I would like to hear from one of my friends who was a food king, basically, food king of Thailand, Mr. Dilip Boliramani. Dilip, please unmute yourself and shed some lights on this. This is your baby. This is your sector. Your
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hi there.
We can hear you.
Yes, Dilip, we can hear you clearly. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I think Haider is frozen just now on the screen. So, but his
you are the king. You are still the king. So
right, he's back. He's back. Yes.
No, because when you're there, I get the confidence, Haider. That's why.
Well, you are back. Yes. Okay, the king is back here. The food king.
No, once upon a time, yeah. I have a very short background. I've been here in Thailand since 30 years approximately, and my specialty has been food all my life. I was trained in a British company first. I worked in India, and they are still world leaders in packaging. You know, you all must have heard the name CMB Metal Box. I was trained there. And for 7 years, I was trained in India. Then I came over, and right from the scratch, I started the food business. My specialty has been canned foods as well as commodities as well, like Thai rice, Thai palm oil, and in food was canned fish, canned fruits, canned vegetables, and certain other retail products. I've been exporting all my life all over Europe to major chains like Aldi, Dengel, Lidlman. In UK, I did Tesco. Even in Hungary, I did Tesco, and many more, even Pizzeria. So I think, if I'm not wrong, your name is Aryan, right?
All
And
right. Yeah. Thank you. You can call
yeah,
me.
and yes,
Arian,
and,
yes.
and your present here, Julia, Miss
Julia,
Julia,
right,
right? Yes, I must say you all have excellent product. I must tell you, okay, unheard of, okay. And the things that I've heard here are at a much lower level. I wouldn't say at a lower level, but I think efficiency wise, and to give the confidence even to the retail chain here in my part of the world, is unheard of, unseen altogether. It's absolutely haphazard. Okay. So I think, I made my notes here already, and I've been passing on to Haider already. And my Wi-Fi went down just now, so my second message didn't go across to Haider. I am so much interested in something with you and for your product, Aryan.
Thank
Really,
you.
you have a great technology and the world needs it. And what Hyderabad said was so beautiful, because I have a personal experience. Even the doctors don't know that the food or the medicine that they are allocating for us, okay, is actually killing us, if not immediately, gradually over a period of time. So it is really beautifully well said, Haider. And I think that's when you and your technology can easily step in to save the world, or to at least educate the world.
Exactly.
And all your figures are very reasonable for now, I would say. I think I'm going to be in touch with you through either Bhai, and I'm sure we can bring in something here. Thailand is a food center, all over Asia, and is very well known all over the world as well. So I really look forward to working with you, Mr. Aryan and Miss Julia as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Looking forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Haider. Thank you so much.
For sharing some lights. I appreciate your valuable comments. I am sure Mr. Chito wants to say something probably on this. Looking at his face, I can feel that he wants to shed some lights on this as well.
You know how to read the mind of people, Dr. Haider.
Well, that's why I am here today, sir.
Exactly. So I think where I come from would be on the finance side, on the raising of the funding for the project. And I think you have a fantastic project. And so I will request, with the help of Mr. Abhishek, for information such as that you presented on the slide, and try to see, because I've been, for another project, I've been developing my contact base with private equity investors and venture capitalists all over the world. And I'm finding that there are a lot of people also, you'd be surprised, who are looking for projects. And so the opportunity that this creates for me is where I can step into the shoe of yourself and there to be able to make an introduction so that you can get the funding for this excellent project that you have moving forward. I'd also like to say that what Dr. Haider said about the size of your consciousness in terms of business, is that equivalent to Steve Jobs? It's not so far, because I think the way you think about these things, I mean, you don't encounter people like these every day. They, it's only through the courtesy of Dr. Haider that you meet individuals like this who think about things differently, about our problems differently. And so you are able to provide a compelling story that should not, I think, have difficulty finding financial backers for. I think the question would be, because right now, private equity and venture capitalists are looking, for example, at medical technologies, medical care, healthcare. These are the things that, and there are a few that are looking at agriculture also. But they tend to be um, they tend to be mostly trying to support their local economies. Like for example, Spain or Denmark or Lithuania. So, but in your business development, if I can see that the in that sense, there's an opportunity to develop agriculture in India, as you know, with the
Right.
kind of problems the farmers are having. And so there's going to be vast tracts of land available for projects like this. And because there are Indians who love Indians, I'm talking subcontinent Indians, that are willing to invest in agriculture in their own country. So you are, you have hit the right spot for this. It's just a question of, like most things, they don't come off the shelf. We have to start locating them. So with Dr. Hyder's help and with Avishek, if I could gain access to information, I can start some conversation and maybe be of help to you in this project and the other project that you had when we had the conference sometime in July about
Digital lending.
digital lending. That still requires funding, right?
Yes. I think, and
yeah. So
on some point, these two is connected because that is the access to finance for the producer also.
Yeah. So I mean, this is fantastic. So I'm just blown away how a person like you can exist and think this way, and I'm so honored to be able to
Thank
have
you.
exposure to this
It's my
kind
opportunity, sir.
So, Dr. Hyder, if I will be in touch or with Mr. Saddam Aryan and ask your help to be able to access the information that I would need so I can start conversation. Because I also like to start conversation with investors. This is how I do my thing. I need, just like you, I need something to be able to create another opportunity. And so it's opportunities like this that create more opportunities. And so I think, and it's not the kind of thing that when I call on somebody, I'm creating a story. This is a believable story, And so as much as people might not know me, because at some point you run out of your own contact. You'll be talking to strange people who don't know you. But if what you have to say, just like if they can only hear you talk at some point, they will believe you. And this is how transactions take place, because they won't find this kind of ideas. They won't find off the streets talking to a bank or talking to a government office. They won't get this information. It's only through venues like this that situations like this will arise. So look forward to that.
Thank you, Jito.
Thank you. Mr. Avi will be connecting and getting you both the project details as soon as possible, and then connecting you with Mr. Saddam as well and Ms. Julian together, and get you the further documentations and information to work on. I think everyone is quite excited about this technology, and we are looking for supporting such kind of technology business we have numbers of technology business that came to us, and these are all exciting, like Mr. Saddam's project. There are a couple of more that we want to really support, and instead of scratching head and going to others' door, what Business Summit is looking for, probably an idea I just want to launch for your consumption webinar. We can fine-tune this. And on 3rd December, when we go for our live program in Canada, probably before that, we will sort this out, that we want to create our own crowdfunding we want to create our own funds that we can finance to some of these tech businesses So Business Summit wants to be a funder. Likewise, I will put up my personal money as an investment into the Business Summit crowdfunding. And you all will be invited to come up with your smaller ticket, mid-size ticket, big-size ticket as you wish, probably from $1,000 up to $1 billion, whatever you want to put. We can, make this happen and then support some of the entrepreneurs that are really suffering, some of the projects that we really love. And it doesn't need big money. It needs only 100,000, 200,000 or $500,000, $1 million. And some of the investors, for them, this is too small. Like for some of the mega investors, they don't touch even projects less than 5 million, 7 million, 12 million. I have been talking to some of the investors. They said, we don't touch anything below 12 million. And Saddam Hussein doesn't need more than 2.5 million, 3 million. That's the problem. So, so where we can probably do these things, we can create a crowd fund that can be invested into some of the most potential proven technology business. So I just, putting the idea into on the table. Think about it, and please feel free to give your suggestions during the time, and we will discuss about this further. And we want to do this before the end of the year, if possible. Thank you very much for
Dr. Haider.
Yes.
I think I'd like to just to Mr. Aryan. You probably heard about this already. This should be public information. But did you know that Bill Gates is probably the top, if not the largest investor in agriculture in the United States? So,
Yes.
I think part of your business development program would be to try to see if you can reach him, his organization, and have some of his products, some of the products of his farms go through the cycle that you are now asking others to go through. And I'm quite sure, especially if he hears you talk, he will probably fund some of your projects, and I could be of help there when push comes to shove. But that, I think, is something that you should not miss as an opportunity that's available for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
We
Chief.
will keep this in mind, and we can definitely, you can help on this for sure. Appreciate your help, Mr. Chito, for sure. Mr. Raimundas want to say something about this project? I think he wanted to say something, or you don't?
Thank you, Dr. Haider. I like the project as well, very much as you do. I think it's a really great project, and I like good food myself too, and I pay very high value for high quality ecological food. And what Mr. Saddam is doing is really great. It's a wonderful project. But at the moment, I am specializing, as you know, in securitization business. Securitization is a good opportunity, but again, for big projects, and they must already be cash flowing, bringing profit, or shall be large projects in environment area like solar or wind energy or green energy or green hydrogen projects and things like that. But they need to be large. As you know, Dr. Haider, that institutional investors, they don't touch small projects. And for securitization is minimum 100 million. It's a minimum project I can present in Luxembourg. And there are costs we need to put in front to pay for lawyers, for accountants to prepare those securities. And rating agency must say their word and give the rating for the security. And only then we can sell the security for institutional investors, And that's the problem that I cannot support currently Mr. Saddam project with securitization services that I'm specializing on. And myself, I'm fully invested at the moment. And And I would gladly support projects like Mr. Saddam. So it's not so easy, but we are together will find solutions. And I would like to start from these securitization technologies, which are great because we are approaching directly institutional final investors where the money is really abundant and cheap. But we need to start from larger projects and then hopefully make some profit. And then we could do this project like Dr. Haider suggested, maybe to put some fund together so we could ourselves support projects like Mr. Saddam and others. So
thank you.
Thank you for your attention. I was pleased to hear Mr. Saddam project and I enjoyed what you do very much.
Let's find it. And when it will be bigger, it will be, I mean, your securitization projects, it is not less than that. When it's over the globe, it could be needed like billions. So now it's a very small start, just month back after 1 year of R&D, we brought it to the market. So next few months, it could be in the small shell, but yes, it can be not. It will be needing like fund like billions to get it in the over the world. As we dream, the competition is only IBM, so you can understand how to be in the market. The competition is SAP from your country, so they are also doing something good with the food and the blockchain. So we have to hit that place probably a little bit faster. So we also it's not a small project in terms of on that route. It's a for a little bit small for next few months because to get into a little bit more is spreaded over few specific value chain of the foods. But let's work together. Let's find a way how to monetize and secure a bigger fund to make a bigger expansion of this project. Thank you, Rasman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ramadas, and thanks to Bashir Bhai and everyone for their valuable comments and assurance to Mr. Saddam. We are really excited about this project, and then we have more exciting project. I would really like to thank you very much all for trusting us with the billions of dollars of project that you have given us that we are working on and getting some of them funded already. And right now we have another project that to be presented worth of $2.5 billion. I'm very, very excited and hopeful that soon we will have this project funded by someone. So we want them to present. Mr. Avi, please invite the next presenters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Haider. Thank you so much to everyone. I am sure that we are all having an exciting time today. I believe success is not in the future, but it's in the small actions that we do daily, right? So one of the actions you do today is to be in this webinar and to get connected with people from all over the world. We have 2 more presenters and we will be done very shortly. So please, do not leave and watch the next big project that's coming and watch the next opportunity that is going to come up. Thank you so much. I would like to invite Mr. Sami from ADA, who will be presenting his project to us today. Thank you so much. Mr. Sami, the floor is yours. Please lead us. You're muted, Mr. Sami.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Abhishek. And Mr. Aida, Dr. Aida, thank you for this opportunity for giving me the platform to showcase this mega project in West Africa, Ghana. Yes. So the project is the new Adan Oil Refinery in the Adan West District, the Greater Accra region of Ghana. Yes, promoted by a company called ONG Engineering Services Limited in Accra, Ghana. Yes, so this exciting new development proposed by ONG Engineering Services is located at Adan, as I said earlier, district of Greater Accra region of Ghana, Adan West District, within latitude of 5 0.45 and 6 north, like a longitude of 0 to 35 east respectively. Adan is a West District. Adan West District is one of the 16 districts of Greater Accra region of Ghana. Its capital is Sege. The next slide, please. This is the map of Ghana where you can see the red indicated line. That's where Adan is located. And the next one, you see the map of the Greater Accra region. And then you come to the next slide. You could see a picture of the landscape of Adan, the town itself, which is about 95 kilometers from the capital Accra, and then 65 kilometers from the Tema port, where our major port is. Yes, so you come down and you see the nearshore information. Please move to the next slide, please. Yes, so you come there, you see the nearshore information. That is called the Pampam nearshore information. That is clearly indicated. Then you move to the next slide. It talks about the project proposes to construct about 150,000 barrels per day, a crude oil processing refinery, which will comprise of the following: a crude distillation unit, a vacuum distillation unit, a gas processing plant, and steam boilers, and associated intermediary treatment units. So, O&G Engineering Services Limited is a sister company of Venture and Investment Limited, AVIL, incorporated specifically to undertake the refinery project. O&G is secured and licensed to develop the refinery and is willing to enter into arrangements or contracts with preferred investors in direct equity investment to be negotiated and shared between O&G and investors. To this end, O&G is looking for a loan amount of 2.5 billion US United States dollars. Yes, only you can, it's clearly shown on the table. You could see that equity, any investor who comes in with an equity comes in with 250 million, that is 10% of the total amount, and the loan amount of 250 million US dollars. That is the total amount of project cost. Yes, and then you come to the next slide, you see project finances by source. Just clearly, the refining facility is planned to accommodate the needs of West African and other international clients who are forced outside Africa for petroleum products due to the unavailability of such facilities in Ghana today. Currently, a lot of West African countries end up buying from international markets, and the services to be provided by this development. The vision of O&G, therefore, is to develop an advanced refinery that will double as a high-end top of the line refinery. This facility to target markets in regional, that is West Africa, and international rest of Africa from across the globe. The plant, when completed, will produce the following products. Yes, liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, gas, oil, petrol, kerosene, aviation turbine, kerosene jet 1, gas oil, diesel Euro 5, premix, naphtha, fuel oil, heating oils, gasoline, Euro 5, 95 RON, greases, T4/C3, propane, butane, cracked fuels, refinery fuels, and bitumen, and an additional unit. An internationally experienced professional team has been assembled to execute this project. The various components of this refinery will be integrated around the entire development. The backup generators shall ensure continuity and stability of power supply of all times in the event of failure of national energy grid. So, African Ventures and Investment Limited, African Ventures and Investment Limited, AVIL, is a company incorporated under laws of the Republic of Ghana, owned by Mr. Eseme Alabi Agma is a Lebanese-born Ghanaian, age 70, which developed the Accra Marriott Hotel, a 5-star hotel in Accra, a project which valued at $100 million by KPMG. Accra Marriott Hotel in Sub-Saharan Africa, and Africa's best true 5-star hotel. Currently, African Ventures is promoting various projects locally and internationally. Below are a few of the projects being promoted by AVIATION. Yes. So Africa Ventures and Investment Limited, through the following entities, is providing integrated and specialist service and products to clients. African Hospitality Limited, African Ventures Limited, Alabel Relation, and Aquamat Limited. Trans Aviation Ghana, Azam Abed is the seasoned entrepreneur and overseas business in Ghana. Overseas businesses in Ghana and across West Africa sub-region. Azam is a logistic expert and has been involved in developing business in aviation sector, high-profile clients like Tullow Oil, Baker Hughes, and other blue channel. As the CEO of Trans Air Aviation Ghana, Azam has been instrumental in spearheading the strategic direction of the company and significantly increased its revenue tenfold over the years. Yes, this is the market overview of the refinery. The demand for the refinery petroleum products in West Africa is expected to witness, a compound growth rate of about 4.72% during 2019, between 2019 and 2024. Yes, the major factors driving the markets include strong economic growth, increasing number of vehicle sales, and penetration of LPG in the recent years. Yes, the threats of violence from several militant groups, including small-scale theft, illegal local refining, and large-scale illegal bunkering in the field, theft at export terminals, theft from fuel trucks, piracy, and oil tanker hijackings is a major issue that has been hindering the growth in production of refined fuel in the region. This has led to the increasing dependency on import of refined fuel in the whole of West African region. Heavy fuel oil, that's HFO, is the major marine fuel in the region, which is expected to witness a huge rise in demand by power industry and region due to an estimated heavy consumption in countries like Ghana and Nigeria. Transition to low sulfur fuels is expected to provide an ample opportunity for refined fuels providers in the coming years. The government of Ghana is planning to make the country a hub of the refining of petroleum products in the West African sub-region in the coming years. The Petroleum Hub project may increase the presence of major international oil trading and storage companies, creating a regional trading champion and encourage a joint venture between local and international companies for knowledge transfer and wealth creation. The key market trends: increasing demand for marine fuel. Over the past decade, the growth in the volume of West Africa containers trade exceeds than that of any other region across the world, doubling to almost 5 million 20-foot equivalent units. This expansion, supported by rising income and in the region, also contributed to excess congestion as its ports, with an aim of addressing the problem. Many ports has begun investing in expanding the capacity of their port infrastructure by providing their handling inefficiency. The increase in the port handling capacity is likely to result in more marine vessels operating in the region, which is positive market indicator for the coming years. 2, on the distribution side, the distribution network of West Africa region mostly depend upon the pipeline and the coastal front countries. For example, landlocked countries such as Burkina Faso, Niger, Benin, and Mali depend upon the pipelines network for continuous supply of HFO. 3, by 2020, more ships are expected to be able to run their auxiliary engines on HFO compared to 2012, which is expected to increase in demand for HFO in the region, which may affect the prices of fuel. Moreover, it is not possible to use low-grade fuel, such as heavy fuel, oil, or HFO, in regulated areas known as emissions control areas, ECAs, and in such cases, marine gas fuel and MGO is used, which is one of the most prominently used clean fuels in marine industry. Yes. 5, recently, LNG has begun gaining attention as the future fuel for shipping industry. However, the industry as a whole is yet to adapt to this change, and thus HFO is still one of the most preferred clean fuels used on ships. Yes, so competitive landscape. The major commodity trading companies involved in the West Africa refined fuel product market include major players like Puma Energy Holdings, PTE Limited, Mojasa Holdings AS, Trafigura Group PTE Limited, Vitor Group, Wando PLC, and Mercuria Energy Trading SA. So you can see from the graph as indicated from the next slide, refined petroleum product demand in millions metric tons by refined product in West Africa. We have the type A, the type B, type C, jet A1 kerosene. You could see as indicated from 2019 to 2024, stated above. And if you come down, you see the West Africa refined fuel product demands. As in the chart, market summary, you could see the compound annual growth rate of 4.2% as expected to grow from 2019 to 2024. Yes. Destination markets. Next slide. The underlisted countries will be destination of refined products from ONG. Initial contacts have been made with respective countries, representatives on energy. Details of off-taker agreement is being worked out. It is expected that signing an off-take agreement with these shortlisted countries will be finalized and signed once. Yes, so these countries are Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad, Togo, Benin, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Senegal, Cameroon, Ghana, if and when required, China, not contacted yet. So all these countries have been contacted and talks are ongoing. So they have promised ONG that as soon as the projects with the contractor come on site and they see that pictorial evidence of contractor on site, they will enter into and give us an off-take agreement. But already we have off-take agreement with the listed companies already in Ghana. Yes, they have given us some off-take letters already. So this is basically for the countries, the government of the countries that have listed. They have told us that if the contractor come on site, they will give us a direct off-take, to supply them. So I think this is a well-strategic project that, Africa is solely dependent on refined fuel. There's no refinery in West Africa as we speak. And I think Nigeria, another refinery, but Dangote's refinery cannot do the whole Nigeria population. So this Adan refinery is coming up to, feed the whole of West Africa and even beyond Africa, East Africa, South Africa, and beyond, and possibly China. Yeah, so yes, this is something that we are open to any investor who will come on board and make some commitment with us so that we move forward for a mutual benefit. Thank you very much for this presentation. Yes.
So much, Mr. Sami. We really appreciate your presentation. Dr. Haider, please, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a mega project. So it's we need mega investor, mega people, mega thinkers to think about this project for sure. Well, we have been talking with a couple of investors in Europe right now. And I had the opportunity to share with some US investor this time during my visit to Guyana. And for sure, there will be, I'd suggest that this project should be presented during our physical summit on 3rd December as well. However, I'd like to invite any of our friend here who is willing to speak about this project or make any comments. Anyone interested to make any comments about this project? Thank you, Mr. Sami, for making the fantastic presentation. Anyone wants to make a comment on this? Mr. Chito?
Okay. I think the project needs to be reviewed in terms of structuring. First of all, 4.72 compound annual growth rate. It's a good number, but it's not going to be terribly exciting. But with all the potentials that you had described later in your presentation, the numbers might have to be reviewed again to find out if an upward revision of the numbers would be possible. Because I think apart from the basic attraction that this is clearly an important project, there must be some features that must stand out also, even to an ordinary investor or even to a banker. So that's the first one that I would like to have to be re-evaluated when the information is looked at in greater detail. Second, it looks like it's a highly leveraged project at 10:1 debt to equity. Equity is 250, but the finance is about the loan is about 2 billion, 250 million. So again, the projections will have to be looked at seriously if there's some other way to bring that down, because at a leverage ratio that high, it suggests that the project has some risks, and in a review of the possible worst case scenarios, what you don't want is a situation where the company, once it's operational, will get into trouble because of debt problems. So some kind of review again of the projections and the financial structuring of it. Third is, I guess, a review of, at the end of the day, what is the management, the shareholding and management structure, who is really going to run the project. And if we were to present this to foreign investors, at least from the financing point of view, they will be looking to somebody with, no offense to the parties already that have been mentioned there, with some kind of stature and some kind of experience in projects of this nature, because it has significant impact, not only to the Ghanaian economy, but to the region, and for that matter, the global trade that passes through that part of the world. And so somebody will be looking to say, they'll be looking to somebody who knows how to run this business and run it very well, and that he'll be backed up by a team of people that will execute the plan really well. Now, again, Mr. Sammy, I hope you're being straightforward in terms of what the expectations would be. Because, if you have a large project, and I'm sure you're familiar with basketball, uh, you're not just going into a basketball game. You are going to, this is the NBA, as it were, of petroleum refineries. And you want to put a really good team to win the championship. And so that has to come through because at the end of the day, serious people, I mean, 2.25 million is not, is not a small number. It's a big number in any language, in any part of the world. And so they will be really looking at people who can carry their own weight, who can go with conviction, who can speak. If there's a problem, can fix it immediately, maybe not immediately. So these are offhand some of the things that I would like uh, to be incorporated, especially when Dr. Hyder makes this presentation, the presentation of this project in Toronto, because I am sure that the people in Toronto, if they hear the project in this way, I am sure that the comments I've just made will be the sort of comments.
As I have shared my experience going into Caribbean recently, well, there is a small country, but there you can see in the map that they're one of the 20 largest oil reserve country. They just evolved last 2 years. Guyana, I think ExxonMobil and CGX, CNOC and others, they're all operating there, currently pumping out 150,000 barrels a day. By December, they will be pumping out 350 barrels. 50,000 barrels a day production. My friend Roger Kavanaugh, is he still here or no? I went to this country because of Roger, because of Mr. Roger. He's here. Mr. Roger, if you can unmute yourself and also switch on your camera. I want to see you while I'm talking on this Guyana project, if you are here. So what happened, Mr. Roger has been talking to us for last 1.5 years on the Zoom, and then he has been posting a lot of information about Guyana, and then I never looked at it. Recently, 4 weeks back, I just looked at this information, what he's sending me, some of them, and it allured me to see, I need a break to go somewhere. And then that's why I made this trip to Guyana, and I spoke to the Guyanese High Commission, and I contacted the government and all those, and also with Mr. Roger continuously to get some information and see what is there. Just I went for a fact-finding mission, and I could see something, wow, that's something amazing, really. If somebody is interested about agriculture, I think that's the area you can look at. I will be coming up with particular projects for sure. There are 2G that the governments are very interested with Business Summit. Like the government of Guyana has vested the responsibility to us to look for investors into certain particular areas. We are working on that. We will come up probably in the next webinar with specific projects that where the government will give you land, give you assurance, give you money even to do the project. And it's not only oil, they got oil money now. So you understand that like UAE and like Qatar, when they get oil money, they want to spend some of the money to subsidize other sectors that they do not want to, end of the day, bank on oil money totally. They want to build up other services industry. So this is something very interesting. I was very impressed with the government's standpoint on that. I met the head of the investment agency, which is under the president, and I met the finance minister, foreign minister, minister of infrastructure, and a number of other dignitaries, and it looks pretty exciting. And same time, on the other note, the Ghanaian government is in touch with us. One of the agency of the Ghana government is in contact with us, and they are also looking for infrastructure funding for some of their projects, and they have been requesting us to connect them with some of the investors and the stakeholders. So that also under process right now. We are working on that. So during the next webinar or during this course of the time, we will be sharing information on all these highly potential projects, I would say, with you to venture in. Some of you probably are here that are thinking that, oh, I'm not an investor, but I'm a businessman. I'm a business owner. And I'm in Asia, I'm in Africa, I'm in here, I'm in this country, I'm in East Africa, I'm in Philippines. How to do this? That's where we are. That's where I am. That's where we have we have our presence over 150 countries, where I have somebody that I can call up. I can pick up my phone and say there is a project that that this is what I need. This is the help I need. That's one of the reason I can say you that easily. That the guy and I have never thought about this country. In 4 weeks' time, I decided that I'll go. Last 4 weeks back. So what I did immediately, I called up the High Commissioner of Guyana into Ottawa and spoken to her, and she arranged everything, meeting with this, meeting with that, and so on and so on, and everything organized. So I met so many people and so on. So when you have a clear intention, and that there is some help somewhere is popping in for sure. And I'm very happy, glad to say that my trip has been earth, and massively, I would say, a massive success has been made in terms of the trip. So feel free. Don't think that you are only affected by COVID. Your business has been affected by COVID, number one. Then you are into a certain geographical area. No, we can let you do business in 150 over countries. Right now, I need say, for example, one of my clients in Guyana need a vessel. If any of you are in shipping business and can find me a vessel of 3,000 to 4,000 tons to carry the aggregates and sands, please let us know. There is a business right today. They want to take it for 1 or 2 years. There is a client that need an airplane. If you are having an airplane, come up with something. We need so many things, so this is not only that we connect the investors and the investees, we connect the business owners as well. Go to our website, register your company, and put up your business. There are so many investors and so many partners are popping into our website and looking for partners appropriately. And I can say dozens of people have already made business. They got already connections. It's not only that you're looking for investment, it's indirect investment also. It's an indirect business you are looking for also can be helped out. So I look forward to see you again soon. I think it has been a long day for us already for today. Thank you once again. Thanks goes to my team members for all the arrangement. I appreciate the presence of all our friends from all around the world. And I will be very happy, we will be very happy to see that massive action taken, and you benefit from this time that you have invested here. And anything that you need, please feel free. We will do our best to connect you. We'll do our best to help you with the right connections. That's all verified connections. That you don't waste your time. You just do business. This is what our specialty, and we are doing that. Thank you once again for joining, and look forward to see you soon. On 30th October is our next webinar here, and 3rd December is our physical event in Toronto, Canada. Any projects that you want to present here, please communicate with us well in advance so we can prepare for that. And there will be about 100 top-notch investors from all around Canada and the USA mostly, and some of them from Southern America and Western Europe. appreciate once again your patience and your time, and hope that you get benefited from this event. That will make us really happy. We'll be very happy to see that you make a success. Thank you. Thank you once again. Take care.
Thank you.